It is day 26 and I just got dropped off back at the trailhead from Hemlock Hollow Hostel. It's about 0.7 off the trail. I walked there last night, but I got a ride back this morning, so that was nice. I said in my last video, but what a great place that was. That might have been my favorite place on the trail so far. I loved my tiny little cabin on the creek. Super comfy bed. Everything was really clean. Just was great overall. I was struggling to keep my eyes open at like 8 o'clock at night. And today is just perfect weather. It probably was in the 40s last night, mid 40s, and probably was the same when I started this morning. And I think it's supposed to top out in the mid 60s. So I'm feeling great. I don't know how far I'm going to go today, but hopefully something in the 20s. We'll see. Just maybe 100 yards after that last video of the rocks, you come to this place called White Rock Cliff. You step out and get a great view. Came from way back over there. I think way in the distance you can maybe even see, I don't know, it's a really tall one, maybe Klingman's Dome. There's the cliff. Check this out, I'm on top of something called Big Fire Scald Knob, and it's just a little teeny pinnacle on top of the mountain here, on top of the summit. Rarely do you get one like this. If it's a bald, it's usually a wide expanse, or maybe there's a little bit of a view, but this is right on top of a rock here at the highest point. 360-degree view. You can see, I'm guessing that's sort of northwest there, and back to the direction I came from. Really amazing views, and then way back a distance I've come from the last few days. Big Fire Scald Knob and Howard's Rock. Howard, I like your rock, that's for sure. And I think that's where I'm going, along that ridge there. Yep, that is the trail. And some more of it. Can't video for long or I'll kill myself. Can't imagine if it was wet and raining. Yep. Get any perspective, I'm going down there. So this is another pretty cool little milestone, at least for me. According to my app, I am at exactly 300 miles. And for 300 miles, I've been walking through rhododendron bushes that haven't bloomed. And literally right here on this spot is the very first rhododendron I've seen in bloom. And it's at the 300-mile mark. So take that as good karma. So, on to 400. So you come across something like this, maybe on average every other day, either a grave site or a memorial. In this case, the older two are two Union soldiers that were returning home to visit family in the Confederacy during the Civil War. I'm not sure about the other two folks here, another relative probably, maybe the mother or sister. One I went by earlier today was a guy that hiked the AT in 1968, died in I think maybe 1988, and his ashes were spread or buried It was up on one of those ridge walks with all the rocks that I was on. But like I said, you come across something like that, if not every day, like every other day. And I don't know if the right word to say it's kind of nice, but there's a lot of history here anyway. So yesterday I got a tip from a hiker and got picked up at about just after mile 20, a place called Devil's Fork Road, I think it was. And I got picked up and delivered to, I can't see the sign on the van, Nature's Inn Hostel, which has the cabins here and has like a sort of common area, a little store over there, creek out back again. It's a lot more rustic than Hemlock Hollow. I'll show you inside. But it's dry and there was a little heater and a little porch here. And you're gonna see it's nothing more than sort of a plywood shack. A couple of mattresses. Pretty wood floor. Pretty rudimentary, but it was fine. But I got spoiled the night before last, staying at Hemlock Hollow with that nice bed and everything. But it's a nice creek out back here. And today, they're going to take me to some place called Spivey Gap, which is north of here, and I'm going to walk 22 miles south, slack packing, so no pack. And then they'll pick me up again at Devil's Fork, bring me back here again for tonight. Then tomorrow, take me back to Spivey Gap, and I'll walk to Irwin. So, time to get started. Day 27, and as I said, I am slack packing today. Although it's not no pack, it's almost no pack. There's nothing in there but a bottle of water, some snacks, and a jacket. But it's a beautiful clear day, so I don't think I'm going to need the jacket. I'm going up over something called Big Bald, which is like 5,500 feet. But everyone in the van who did this yesterday, the van that just dropped me off, said this is just a really cool summit when you get up there. Kind of like Max Patch, but they all said it was even nicer, especially since we went over Max Patch in the clouds and rain. Supposedly just an awesome view, so. But I got like 6 or 7 miles of climbing to get there, so. But nothing in my pack. So I think I'm just about to come out of the trees up onto near the summit anyway, of Big Bald. I always like the part where you come out of the trees into the open. So that's where I'm headed, up to Big Bald. If you look really carefully, you can see the trail and see a couple people. Looks like they're on their way down, maybe. There's actually some houses up here. Not a bad place for your mountain getaway. So I'm on top of Big Bald. This is just amazing. Check this out. So that's to the north. And Taft, who is one half of Sarah and Taft, who own Nature's Inn Hostel, who shuttled me this morning, he said that this is the 5th highest summit on the whole AT. I don't know if it is or not, but it's definitely my favorite so far. That's to the north. That you can see is where it came from when I shot the last video of up here. You can see I came down there. You can see the fence posts that have the white blazes on them. That would be back towards the Smokies and where I've come from the last few days. And just a couple other people up here. And back to the north. Amazing. That's Big Bald Mountain where I came from. It's 2 hours ago, so it's about 5 miles up to the top there. I'm just going through this meadow. Well, it is becoming clear that bears do in fact poop in the woods. Since I'm still walking along the border, I should have started counting about, I don't know, at least a week ago, how many welcome to Tennessee signs and welcome to North Carolina signs I've seen. This has got to be like the, I don't know, 5th or 6th one. Just walking along the whole, I think, a good portion of the North Carolina-Tennessee border since, you know, the beginning of the Smokies, really. I think I'm just a couple hundred yards away from wrapping up my first slack packing day. Gotta say I'm beat, even though it was slack packing, so there's nothing really in my pack. It was still 22 or 23 miles and a bunch of climbing. It was a great day, but I am beat. It was after a 20-mile day yesterday. So hopefully my ride will be here shortly, and I think trying to figure out what the order is, but shower, food, and feet in the stream maybe, or reverse that order, I don't know. But that'll wrap up day 27. So I'm just back at the hostel. I'm actually the only one here tonight, so I'll show you inside the common area of Nature's Inn Hostel. So microwave over there, some toaster ovens there, nice TV going there, wood burning stove, that was going last night, really nice, ice machine, and then you got a little store in here that has soda and ice cream and stuff that hikers like or want for a resupply. And then the best part is actually in the freezer there. Besides the ice cream, the owner, Taft, has a big old smoker out back and just made a whole bunch, I think a couple days ago, of pulled pork and put it in little packets, froze it, it's in there, and I've got some in the microwave. I had it last night. He's got his homemade barbecue sauce, and I'm just about to have pulled pork sandwiches, and I can say I had it last night and I'm having it again tonight. It's good.